Hello and welcome to another episode of The Week That Was, a weekly program where we review the headlines of the week gone by. This week we look at the headlines from 26th October to 1st of November, that is Tuesday, the day we are shooting this incident. In this episode we look at smart meters which are to be introduced by the government. What will be the consequences if and when Mopa takes off? And an interesting story about a last ditch effort to save Panjim. To discuss these and other stories, I have with me the editor of Dainik Herald, Mr. Avid Bagle.
Namaskar.
Welcome to the program.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. So we start with 26th October, that is last Wednesday, where the government has declared its intention to introduce smart meters to replace the electronic meters. Now you would know that electronic meters were not introduced very long back, but recently they were introduced. But now the power department says that more than 7,41,000 odd customers meters will be replaced with smart meters in a prepaid mode.
Okay.
Now in this they have outlined many benefits which are benefits for the government. Like for example, the smart meters will have communicating facility and there will be meter data management, meter data acquisition. Now, all these things they have made. Said that this will happen if smart meters are introduced. Then there will be load forecasting, there will be demand side management, calculation of losses, etc. Now, from the point of view of the customers, they said it will help the consumers to plan their power utilization in a better way. And these meters, remember, you have to recharge them just like you recharge your mobile phone.
Yeah. See, this is a smart idea government is coming out with. If you see the earlier meters, if anybody is getting the bill, I am talking about a small house with 2 bedrooms, 1 kitchen, 1 hall and 1 gallery. They used to get the monthly bill of 250 rupees to 320 rupees in between that. After that, they introduced a digital meter. The bill went up to 500 to 600 rupees. Now they are talking about the prepaid meters. Prepaid meters. See, if you see, there are number of complaints raised by customers for faulty bills. Means somebody has been billed more, this, that. And electricity department has non-time has denied it. They rectify the bill. If somebody's bill is 350 rupees last month, if he is getting 700 this month, they are doing 350 rupees and it was paid. Means first of all, they agree that the metering is faulty. Metering system is faulty.
Definitely,
Okay. Now you have a mechanism of if you get a bill, the bill, it is a postpaid. After utilizing or consuming the unit, you are paying it. So if you are getting more bill, you raise a dispute and you get it solved. If suppose now the prepaid meters are installed and you recharge the meter for 1,000 rupees, what they will do? I don't know whether they are going to deduct per day, per week, per month. We don't know. Because this mobile company they deduct per day. Likewise, they are doing. They will deduct per day, per week. We don't know that mechanism. They are not explained. If they deduct out of 1,000 rupees, 700 rupees, and as a consumer, if I feel that I had not used that much of electricity, what is the redressal mechanism? Nothing. Nothing.
Money will be deducted.
Money is deducted. Like if I tell you the mobile recharges, if 2 GB per day is your plan, you have taken for the prepaid, you utilize 1 GB, the second GB you lose. It is you are not getting next day. By midnight you lose it. Like that, if somebody has planned a certain units of electricity usage per week, whether they can carry it forward or not, that is there. Secondly, the thing is that you have to pay in advance.
So So basically, in the first part, you are saying there is lack of transparency.
Transparency, and it is a government is running away from the responsibility. See,
Yeah.
electricity no longer a luxury now.
Yeah.
It is a basic necessity because for lighting your house,
Yeah.
kerosene is not available.
Yeah.
They stopped the kerosene. With the poor people who were using kerosene earlier days, they are not using. You are introducing induction.
Yeah.
Even the cooking range run on electricity.
Yeah.
For the refrigeration,
Yeah.
ACs,
Yeah.
fan,
Yeah.
ironing,
Yeah.
everything you depend on electricity.
Yeah.
So electricity is as good as water.
Yeah.
Like the water,
Absolutely essential.
absolutely essential. So making that prepared, no, if somebody don't have the money,
Yeah.
whether he should remain in dark.
Yeah.
In billing, I'll tell you, if you are not paid bill this month, that is being carried forward in next month.
Yeah.
That is being carried forward in another month,
Yeah.
3 months. After that, they give you a disconnection notice of 30 days.
Yeah.
In between, you have to clear it.
Yeah.
You get a 90 days for this process. You get a 90 days.
Yeah.
But in case of this prepaid, no, your the prepaid the period is over.
Yeah.
Electricity will be cut.
Yeah.
You will be in dark.
That's what the biggest danger.
Suppose I give one funny example. I'll give you. Not a funny. It may be a serious also. If your recharge is for 100 units,
Yeah.
buy something, you consume it, and by midnight that 100 units gets over.
Yeah.
You should be in dark
Yeah.
for another 6-4 hours
Yeah.
till the time you recharge it.
Yeah.
These are the so many consequences are there,
Yeah.
which are in complex in nature.
Yeah.
You can do it in cities where nobody cares for the billing, but in rural area,
Yeah.
the people are looking at the billing 350, 351 rupees, 353. Arey, 3 rupees more come this month.
Yeah.
They calculate because
No.
their income is also limited.
Yeah, but even in the cities, see, the billing is in thousands.
Yeah.
You find that a common consumer with a double bedroom or triple bedroom
Yeah.
flat will get a minimum bill of at least 2,000,
2,000 rupees. Yes.
which is quite a hole in the pocket of the common man.
Common man. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So introduction of this prepaid meters, no,
Yeah.
it is a nightmare for consumer.
Yeah.
It may be good for government.
Government.
Can monitor it.
Yeah.
See the planning of electricity usage.
Yeah.
That concept is not at all here in our society.
Yeah.
Government may talk about the planning.
And the other point that we have discussed is that it is absolutely essential and it is like a responsibility of the government towards the people
Yes.
to provide water and electricity,
Yeah.
which are
First
basic
of all, this current billing system, if it is faulty, then why you introduce the digital meters from analog?
Yeah.
You introduce digital meters 5-6 years back only.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again that meter cost will be borne by the consumer.
Yeah.
As per the Electricity Act,
Yeah.
whatever new installation they are doing,
Yeah.
consumer has to bear it.
Yeah.
Who will pay for the meters?
Yeah.
Consumer has to pay.
Yeah.
The thing is that
So it will be actually a heavy burden on the consumer. Plus, there is lack of transparency on many of the aspects.
many of the
as
aspects,
you have
many of the
pointed out.
aspects, many of the aspects.
Then moving on to October 27, which is Thursday.
Yeah.
In this, there is a headline in the Herald which says that the state has deported 650 Nigerians since 2019, and this statement is made by Chief Minister.
Yeah.
And he says that another 50 are to be deported.
Okay.
Now he informs that government has taken all the steps to crack down on illegal parties
Yeah.
and also has demolished illegal clubs
Yeah.
in the state.
Yeah.
Now this news item is basically referring to Goa becoming a center of drug transit or even to supply drugs as an end user. Now in this the number of cases in drugs over the years has gone up
Yeah.
by a big number, and what CM has said is that there are so far 161 cases of illegal drugs which have been registered, and drugs worth 4.5 crores has been seized by the police. And he said that the police, coastal police and anti-narcotic bureau, they are well equipped in order to fight this drug menace.
Yeah.
And he also made some statements saying that the laborers who are traveling by railways and buses and international tourists are arriving in the state, and they are the ones who peddle drugs. Now, the question, apart from the details of the story, the question is, can Goa get rid of this tag that it is a drug destination? And if so, how and what are the steps which need to be taken? Because the state continuously claims that they are fighting narcotics. But to some extent, even some of the tourists may be coming to Goa because Goa is a center for cheap and easy accessibility to drugs.
In recent past, in last week and week before last week, there were two big consignments seized at the Bombay airport and the Delhi airport, meant for Goa. This is a big drug racket. Okay. See, the thing is that our tourist policy or the tourism policy has failed over the years, that we must admit. What kind of tourism we want to promote? If we are looking at the high-end tourists, evils of the tourism is unavoidable. You have to accept it. Drug, you have to accept it. This one, illicit trafficking, you have to accept. Everything comes with this high-end tourism, you have to accept it. Or you have to go with the middle and the lower class of tourists. How to improve it? You can do with the strengthening of the public transport. If the transport is available 24 hours, connecting at least the cities, then the more tourists will come. If you go to any part of the country, the tourist destination are connected with the public transport well connected. During a night also, there are bus services available between 2 points. Forget about the rural part, but at least the big cities or the semi-urban areas are connected. So coming back to this drug problem, if you remember 3 years back, government has declared Goa is now drug free. After this, police have taken some action and so much of drug was seized 3 years back, and government was claiming that now Goa is drug free. But it is not so. If you correct your tourism policy, and if you check that who are coming in your state, then only you can get rid of this problem. Second part, you are talking about the illegal, people are staying illegally. Now they started the deporting. The problem is there is no registration of this rented accommodations available in our state with the tourism department or any other government machinery. So it is not easy to check who is staying where. And you cannot stop each and every person and check his documents of travel. Because at given number of time, 3 times of our population, the floating top population of tourists are here in our state. So it's very difficult to check each and every tourist. So there should be some mechanism that all the places available for the lodging of these tourists should be registered with the authority, and who is staying there, the police or any other authority should get that information in real time. So only they can find out, okay, because these tourists, once they land in India, they have to register at FRR office for the 6-month visa, 1 month visas, 1 year visa, they came in. Or they get the extension by going to Nepal or Sri Lanka, another extension of a visa they get. That practice they do. But at least you must know where, who is staying, for how many period.
And that also, because looking at history, you'll find there are some criminals and terrorists also who have stayed in Goa. And then we have found out that after they left the state, we have found out they were staying in Goa. Very much.
Yasin Bhatkal, he came here. Then David Headley was here. Everybody, the terrorists, they came here, they stay.
So basically intelligence has to be increased, and there has to be a serious crackdown.
Even the registration, where the people are staying, government must have a data.
So far it is only voluntary.
It should be compulsory. Then only you can crack down that problem that is there.
Then moving on to Saturday, 29th October, we have a banner headline here with regard to Mopa yet to take off, but the South Goa stares at a tourism famine. Now in this story, we have outlined several hotels and resorts catering to international tourists they are in the South Goa district are reporting cancellation in their bookings.
Yeah.
The tourist footfalls will never increase to the extent of making 2 airports viable in Goa, say some experts.
Yeah.
Now, in this, I will just give 3 quotations of some people that Herald has interviewed
Okay.
about the airport now, especially international flight shifting to Mopa,
Mopa.
as and when the Mopa airport gets ready.
Yeah.
Now, Vito Gomes, who is a service provider,
Yeah.
he says the passenger footfall is going to increase,
Yeah.
but it is never going to increase enough for 2 airports
Okay.
in Goa. Dixon Vazu, who is the vice president of the Small and Medium Hoteliers Association,
Yeah.
he says political statements won't help tourism in South Goa.
Yeah.
With the commissioning of the Mopa airport, we are staring at a tourism famine
Okay.
in South Goa, and that is the heading for this
Yeah.
article.
Yeah.
And finally, Abhijit Prabhudesai, who is who's a member of Goans for Daboli only,
Yeah.
he says this is the death knell for tourism industry and an end to international tourism in the state.
Okay.
International tourism is a very sensitive sector.
Sector.
So what do you have to say about this issue that with the coming of Mopa, South Goa will starve for tourism?
See, this everything depends on the passenger.
Yeah.
In last episode, we discussed how it will be a nightmare for the South Goa passengers to reach Mopa.
Yeah.
That is one part.
Yeah.
This is a second part.
Yeah.
What I see and how I look at it. See the air ticketing,
Yeah.
how it is done.
Yeah.
It is based on the base price
Yeah.
plus surcharges.
Yeah.
Plus there is one component as a airport taxes.
Hmm.
It plays a major role.
Hmm.
As far as Mopa International Airport is concerned,
Yeah.
it is a private airport.
Yeah.
Although the government has a stake,
Yeah.
it is a private airport
Yeah.
to be run by GMR International Airports Limited.
Yeah.
33% of the revenue share Goa government will get.
Yeah.
They floated a new company and government of Goa is having stake in that.
Yeah.
The new airport, the airport taxes are obviously will be more than the Daboli.
Yeah.
So ticket from London to Mopa and London to Daboli, the London to Daboli ticket will be cheaper,
Cheaper.
and Mopa ticket will be higher.
Yeah.
So if the passenger
Hmm.
decide to travel to Daboli because of lesser ticket or
Yeah.
the cheaper ticket,
Yeah.
then the Daboli will survive.
Yeah.
What they are talking is there. The
Yeah.
tourism will decline because everybody gets down at Mopa.
Yeah.
Who will travel to half a day to reach
South
South
Goa.
Goa destinations? They will
Yeah.
not. They will stay somewhere in North Goa.
Yeah.
They will go South Goa for sightseeing.
Yeah.
Come back again to North Goa. Whatever the fear they have expressed
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
But the passenger, if they are wise enough,
Yeah.
while ticketing,
Yeah.
they will choose Dabolim, and Dabolim will not die suddenly.
Yeah.
But the tourism will decline because
Now, suppose we presume, now what is the presumption? I think we have said this in some of the editions
Yeah.
of Herald,
Yeah.
that international flights may be shifted to Mopa because of the various restrictions which are there in Daboli.
yeah, the time restriction you mean,
Yeah.
and the airstrip is very small.
Very small.
The big aircraft cannot land
Yeah.
there or take off from there. That one restriction
So,
is there.
so what I'm saying is, when you talk of international flights,
Yeah.
especially,
Yeah.
there may not be a choice of Daboli because if all international flights are shifted, we don't know at this stage. It is not.
See
known.
how the civil aviation industry work. If there are demand from the particular place, say Canberra to Daboli more, then they will introduce a flight.
Okay.
If everybody is demanding Daboli,
Yeah.
they will retain Daboli
So, as you
on
said,
their map.
It will depend on the passenger.
Passenger. At least the Goans
Yeah.
should insist for Dabolim. If they are keen, they should insist for Dabolim ticket.
Hmm.
Then only they will schedule a flight for Dabolim.
Okay.
If they accept the Mopa,
Yeah.
then Daboli
So basically, the consumer will decide.
consumer will decide, and the ticketing will be as a costlier at Mopa
Yeah.
and cheaper at Dabolim. That is naturally
Yeah.
because of airport taxes will be more at Mopa because it's a new airport,
Yeah.
and that is a government airport,
Okay.
and this is a private airport.
Okay. And now moving on Sunday, October 30th,
Yeah.
we have a story on the front page of Herald.
Yeah.
Group makes last ditch effort to save Panjim.
Yeah.
Now, I was surprised that this news item was not developing but came off suddenly.
Yeah.
But here there is a issue which they have highlighted, which has been festering in Panjim, the capital city, for a long time. And this Save Panjim group has said that they are opposing the hyper commercialization of Panjim, and they allege that public spaces are being taken over, usurped by hyper commercialized projects such as casinos and unnecessary tourism projects.
Okay.
Now, there was a presentation which was made, some people were invited, and there are some architects and some town planners involved in this.
Okay.
And they have said and opposed the commercialization and erosion of the public and open spaces in Panjim.
Okay.
Now, in this also, I think they have just a minute.
Yeah. How it will happen? They have given some examples.
So basically, they have said the infrastructure in Panjim is already overburdened.
Yeah.
And it may so happen that if you clog Panjim with these kind of projects, we may have to leave the city for peace.
Yes.
Now, basically, what a parallel one can draw is that many people from Kalangut also have started leaving Kalangut because, especially in the month of December,
music and all these things.
Because of music, because of the traffic, it is impossible for people to move about as they wish, and especially in terms of medical emergency.
Yeah.
So they are fearing that same thing may happen to Panjim.
See, I'm looking at this problem in a different angle. See, government has over concentrated on Panjim.
Yeah.
There was one project from central government called a smart city project.
Yeah.
Of 500 odd crores were dispersed in that project.
Yeah.
Government had suggested Panji.
Yeah.
Second, central government came out with one more scheme for the city development called as Amrut.
Yeah.
Again, Panji was suggested.
Yeah.
As if there is no other city existed in Goa. Why you are doing urbanization or development of Panji alone? That is a question.
Yeah.
You have to look at Mapsa, you have to look at Marga, you have to look at the Vasco, you have to look at the Kankona, you have to look at the Kepe, Sange, Walpoi, Ponda, Perne. Each and every city you must develop parallelly.
Yeah.
Then only these people, Panjim people, they are talking of more footfalls are coming in city. They will be distributed evenly in other cities.
Yeah.
Why the tourists are only coming to Panji? Because your museum is based in Panji, your excise museum is based in Panji, your market is based in Panji, your seashore it is based in Panji. Why you are not developing elsewhere the tourist facility? You have to distribute the tourists in each and every sector, each and every pocket of the Goa, so the load on Panji will be less.
Distributed.
Yeah. That is a basic idea.
And one major drawback with Panjim is that city cannot expand, unlike Mapsa and all, because it is bounded by the river.
Yes.
So you don't have any option of expanding what is called as Panjim city.
You can expand it by declaring whole Talega with a part of Panji.
Yeah.
That can be done.
Okay. So moving on to 31st October on Monday, we have a story in the Herald which says hundreds hold peaceful bike rally. And they claim that the jetty policy is a backdoor entry to usurp Goan waters. Now, after the recent agitation that we had and the Town and Country Planning Minister withdrew these amendments which were proposed to the Building Regulations Act. Now, this is another issue which has been festering and which has been opposed by many people seriously. And the jetty policy, although it is unfortunately proposed by the tourism department, although it should be by captain of ports. There are people who are agitating, are fearing that this is part of the nationalization of rivers, the Sagarmala project and the Mormugaon port limit jurisdiction. And they fear that these jetties which may come up, certain jetties have been identified and the tourism minister has strictly denied that this will be for coal purpose. It is only for tourism. Now the people fear that it will be used for coal transportation to the state waterways, and it is a backdoor entry to give jetties to crony capitalists.
Yeah. Look, why people agitate means they lost the confidence in government. If they have a confidence in government, they would have not agitated. They had given some representation. And there will be a dialogue between government and the people.
Yeah.
Government failed to keep that confidence level. That's why now people have started agitating. Government must come forward for a dialogue.
Yeah.
Dialogue can resolve many issues.
Yeah.
If you are building a jetties for passenger service,
Yeah.
tell clearly that we are not going to give these jetties for any other activities other than a passenger service.
Yeah.
Government is not saying so.
Yeah.
Government is not saying so.
Yeah.
It is only meant for government. Is what government is saying. The jetties are multi-purpose jetties. Means there will be a cargo also.
Yeah.
Cargo includes coal.
Yeah.
They are having, see, there is a problem of pollution in Vasco City.
Yeah.
Till now, there is no solution to that problem.
Yeah.
So many cases has been filed. There was a litigation in court.
Yeah.
But government is sitting on the problem. It has not solved
Solve the
it.
problem. Yeah.
Only the thing is that people now used to it.
Yeah.
People are not agitating.
Yeah.
People are used to it.
Yeah.
Means they accept it. If we want to live in Vasco, we have to face this pollution.
Yeah.
Likewise, the jetty. See, the problem with the government is not considering the stakeholders.
Yeah.
See, there was a problem when Goa Coastal Zone Management Plan was being prepared.
Yeah.
They have not shown any single fisherman village.
Yeah.
There are fishermen villages in existence on
All
the
around.
shore, all along the shore.
Yeah.
They have not shown it. Where they will repair their nets. Those sheds were not shown.
Yeah.
Landing places were not shown.
Yeah.
So there is a fear that they may be displaced.
Yeah.
See, those people who are opposing jetties, they have a fear that they may lose their employment or the bread or butter because of government policies. Government must come forward for a dialogue.
Yeah.
They must have a meeting not in Panji,
Yeah.
in that particular village.
Yeah.
The government officer or concerned minister should go there,
Very much.
listen to people
Yeah.
and get it sorted.
Yeah.
What question they put, answer them.
Yeah.
Answer them.
Yeah.
And make them that these are things, these are the facilities coming, and the benefits the villagers might get. You must explain them. These are the benefits you will get. You can indulge into trade or the warehousing facility,
Yeah.
or you can also start a shipping business
Yeah.
by taking some cargo from Panjim to Aldona, Panjim to Sakali, or Panjim to Kurchorem.
Yeah.
That transportation you can also do.
Yeah.
You have to explain.
Yeah.
By sitting in office
Yeah.
and people agitating on the road won't solve the problem.
Yeah.
Somebody has to come forward. Government is duty bound,
Yeah.
because in democracy people have elected the government.
Yeah.
So government must come clear about the policy and explain the people
Yeah.
what you are going to do. Then only the problem will get solved.
Very much. And just to inform our readers, as part of the parliamentary democracy, which, first was introduced
Yeah.
in the United Kingdom,
Yeah.
any policy which the government wants to introduce,
Yes.
basically 1 year in advance, they publish the policy and
Consultation they take.
and they submit it to various expert groups, to people,
Yeah.
to citizens at large, and people's groups and NGOs, and they discuss this policy
Yeah.
threadbare, so that after about 1 year, when clarity is arrived at,
Yes.
transparency and agreement and consensus arrived, only then the policy is introduced.
Implemented.
But
Yes.
very often you will find in Goa, which could be a model parliamentary democracy
Yeah.
because of the small
Small
numbers,
numbers,
and you
yeah.
can directly contact each person
Each
from
person.
Pedne to Kankon
Yes.
on any policy. As you
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
they should be consulted. When the consensus is there, only then the policy.
Consulted in by going into that village,
Yeah.
not by sitting in Panjim, because
Yeah.
in Panjim consultation only 5-6 people will come. But
Yeah.
if you go to villages,
Yeah.
the number of the participant will increase.
Yeah. So therefore, it is possible in Goa, and Goa can be ideal for parliamentary democracy.
Yes. Yeah.
So I am afraid that we are out of time for
Yes.
this week.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure discussing with you
Yeah.
all the headlines of the week.
Yeah.
So we hope that our viewers have enjoyed this episode of the week that was. I thank Mr. Avid Bagle,
Namaskar.
the editor of Dainik Herald, for coming on our program and for sharing his insights and analysis on the news of the past week. Thank you very much. Keep watching Herald TV.